Yeah, there is a one on the unreleased. What is it? The released website, CIA. Hey, look. The thing I don't understand is, when the when the universe began, so the universe is actually about 45 billion years in diameter, light years. So people say, well, Mark, the universe is only 13 billion years old. No, it's not. What we're seeing 13 billion years from the past. We're seeing the light from 13 billion years ago, but it's actually 45 billion years. So we haven't caught up to that yet. So we're just seeing things from the past. We're not seeing the actual age of the universe, of the observable universe. Observable universe is what we can see. Immense infinity of the universe, light hasn't even caught us yet. So he goes on. So no one even knows what's beyond that. So no one can ever tell you, oh, the universe is not infinite. Oh, it's limited. They can't ever tell you that. Physicists, no one can tell you because they don't know. That's why we call it the observable universe. But the interesting thing about that, about Tesla being from Venus and all this stuff, is if you think about it, when the Earth was created, right, 13 billion years ago, the Earth was like Venus. Did you know that, right? And guess what? Venus was like the Earth. So the planet Venus was just like the Earth 13 billion years ago. So when the Earth started its thing, Venus was already thriving. So who knows if there are already life on Venus, humanoids, beings, and then over time Venus moved out of the habitable zone, and then they migrated to the Earth when the Earth caught up to the habitable zone. Mars was like that 13 billion years ago. All those planets, they were in a habitable zone, but they moved. People don't think about that. So when someone says, yeah, Mars and Venus, I have an open mind. I say it's possible because life evolved. Who no one knows. What if life came from those planets to the Earth? What brought life to Earth is a meteorite. Everyone's technically an alien then. Amino acids, the first form of life. Amino acids, first building block of life, came from meteorites. Didn't come from the Earth. All the water in the ocean you see didn't come from the Earth. It came from rocks in space, ice, meteorites, Kuiper belt, outer regions of space. So, have you ever listened to Bashar? I've heard some stuff from him. Yeah, I think he channels a different being in a different dimension. But that goes to show you, that's what I'm talking about. You have these individuals that can channel high information. Where's all that stuff coming from? And I go back to the Cynthia Stafford thing. Like, someone can visualize, even my story. You can sit there and you visualize for a couple years, and then the exact amount you visualize actually come out and you win it. That's no coincidence. That shows there's something beyond the observable. It's like with me, when I visualize I won the lottery, the same principle. When I visualize these numbers and I collapse them and I play them for some months and they come out, and some of them even come out the exact day I called it and the exact time I called it. That was very trippy. And all those stuff I really think about, and I always wonder, and I kind of knew that there's a power that I have that I think everyone have, but they just have to know to turn it on. And what prevents you from turning it on is just a distraction around your everyday environment. A lot of distractions what prevents you from tuning in. When you're distracted, if you're constantly distracted, you can never activate repetition the way you want it. If you're constantly being distracted, and what I mean by distraction is everything going on. TV, social media, all the stuff they put out, sports, entertainment, nothing's wrong with those things in balance. But a lot of us, we get distracted from our goals. And because it targets your subconscious mind, man. Yeah, good point here. Someone says people travel from other lands to America to control and call other aliens and travel here. We're entering a new time of paradigm shift. A few thousand years ago, people didn't believe that other lands existed. A few thousand years ago, people didn't believe. They believed that the solar system was just all there is in the universe. And now we see expansion. Now I'm going to tell you something that's going to shock you, and I'm calling it here first. Now we see all these UAPs and these crafts and these crafts that we've been seeing, these alien crafts, right? UFOs. I want to share something very powerful with you about that. And you know, the U.S. government, the USS Nimitz 2017 with these crafts, people think they're aliens. I don't think they're even aliens. I think they're here before you and I. They're part of us. They're just interdimensional. They have. That's why they've been here, man. They're probably the creators of us. They've been watching you and I for thousands of years. And I'm going to show you something powerful. In the Vatican, there is a sculpture or a document from a Roman soldier in the, what is it, 12th or 13th century, when they were battling, and the guy wrote, it's in the Vatican, go look it up, they have it in the Vatican, the guy wrote that during battle there was a golden a light shield, in the Roman shields, like a saucer, and the shield kept following them during the battle, flying over them, watching them. So you're going to be shocked. A lot of people aren't ready for this. They're already here, and they this is my theory, my guess. I think they are in the ocean, because in the ocean is where humans can't go. Humans haven't explored the ocean. It's the what is it? The, not the temperature, but just the pressure. The pressure down there is just truly immense. We don't even have the technology to get there, so they would be deep down in the ocean. So that's what I'm telling you guys. It's gonna shock you guys in the next 10 to 15 years. It's gonna be a paradigm shift happening. So we're like the, they call it zoo hypothesis. We're like their animals. They're watching us. Our egos are so, we think we're the most advanced. we're just higher elevations of animals. Barometric pressure. That's right, man. Barometric pressure. All right. It's very intriguing, fascinating to show you that there's this world beyond us that we can't even kind of we can tap into it. We tap into it all the time, right? I'm seeing continuous repeated numbers for almost a year now, but nothing happened after that. What should I do? You don't do anything. You continue to go on. A year doesn't exist. That's your mind saying, oh, it's a year. The universe is not entitled to make sense to you and I. So that's the thing about when you're going to manifest stuff. You got to stop getting the equation of time, months, and years. You just got to when it happens, it happens. I'm doing it. I'm seeing it. I'm in it when it happens. Because that's how it's going to happen anyway. Time is something we made up. Your subconscious, there's no time.